specified object is the object that's selected up here, so clearly I need to hit Add Object. And what will happen now is I will click here, and then click on the iota, and the iota should become part of my object 3 once I choose Separate. So a little bit larger data set, so it's moving just a little bit slower. But you can see, oh, and actually, I apologize, it looks like this happened in reverse of what I was expecting. So the the first plate that I clicked on became part of my specified object 3. I'm going to have you take a look at the oblique cutting option. This can be really useful if you need to create a separation between two kind of loosely connected objects. It can also be useful if you just have somewhere you want to create a break. So I'm going to show you how you could very roughly separate a pulmonary vein here. So I'm going to click Add Object first, and I'm going to rotate the rendering. Now you can do that using the middle mouse button by dragging and dropping, or if you've installed the latest patch update for Analyze 10.0, then you'll actually be able to use the Control key on your keyboard and then just drag with your left mouse button, like so. And you can install that latest patch update by selecting Help Analyze Update in your main Analyze window. So once I rotated the rendering, I already have my oblique cutting option selected, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to click. And it's automatically going to attempt to find the correct oblique image. You can see in the rendering here, we can see the oblique image position there. You can see actually the oblique image right here. And down at the bottom of the interface, we can see with a dotted line, we can see the position of the oblique image in all 3 planes. And you have the ability to drag and drop the oblique image, or you can rotate it as necessary. You can also manipulate that on the rendering as well. Now, in this instance, my oblique image is a size such that it's cutting into that other range. So what I'm going to do is change the dimensions of the oblique image. And you can do that by right-clicking and choosing Dimension/Increment. Currently, the oblique image is 100 by 100. I'm going to change that just to 75 by 75. And it looks like I'm still getting just a little bit in there. And we could probably adjust that by maybe doing a rotation, or we could still, again, just change our increment, or excuse me, our dimensions, like so. And once you have your oblique plane in the optimal point, you click the Cut button. And you can see in my rendering, everything on the opposite side of that oblique plane has automatically been reassigned to my object 4. Now, if there were other remaining voxels connected on either side of the oblique image, what we would end up with here is just a single row of voxels belonging to object 2. But since there's very clear separation, there are no other green voxels on the other side of this oblique plane, everything's been reassigned to my object 4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move on into some of the manual options so you can see how those work. I would definitely encourage you to explore these other semi-automatic operations, though, because they can be very powerful. And there is additional information available on each of those in the user's guide, which you can get to from the Help menu. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and move now into the Manual tab. And you can see my interface automatically converts back to the standard volume edit view. So I mentioned earlier that we might want to remove some of this blood from the left ventricle, and we could do that using our trace tool underneath the Manual tab. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I select Trace, and I'll choose Add Object. What I can do now is I can actually come up and trace on the rendering, and you can see that blue line. And anything that's inside of my trace that is currently rendered has been reassigned to Object 5. You can see if I rotate, I cut through all the way at 3D. Now, if you ever want to just reset your rotation, you can right-click on the rotation window and choose Reset Rotation. Now, if you wanted to do some manual slice-by-slice region definition, you have a variety of options here. You can do the standard auto trace, and you have standard auto trace options there for copying forward. So you can just click into a seed point and then adjust your threshold range. And if you set auto advance to forward, sorry, I actually need to hit Add Object here to define this as a new object. But with auto advance to forward, I click Apply, and you can see down here my seed point was applied to the previous slice and then copied forward. So now we have that region showing up in our rendering. So that is one way that you can do slice-by-slice segmentation when you're finding that the semi-automatic operations are no longer working. You additionally have the Slice Edit tool, or excuse me, Spline Edit, I apologize. And this also has a copy forward option, but it is a little bit hidden. Before I show you that though, I'm going to, let's say I didn't want to change this green or blue object, and I wanted to define all these outside voxels. Now what you could do is you come up here to your Objects panel, and you can click the Lock